If you enjoy uncovering the secrets behind the lives of Hollywood's most fascinating celebrities, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications, because today we're going to discover everything about Natalie Portman in 2025. Natalie Portman is much more than an Oscar-winning actress. She is a woman who has navigated Hollywood for over 2 decades, building a $90 million empire while maintaining an image of elegance and sophistication that few stars manage to uphold. But 2024 and 2025 have marked a before and after in her personal life, and her story is more complex than you might imagine. Born as Natalie Portman on June 9, 1981, in Jerusalem, Israel, Natalie moved to the United States when she was just 3 years old. Her father, Avner Portman, is a fertility specialist, and her mother, Shelley Stevens, is a homemaker and artist agent. This combination of science and art shaped her multifaceted character from an early age. The family first settled in Washington, D.C., and later in Long Island, New York. From a young age, Natalie showed exceptional intelligence and a passion for the arts. She studied dance at the American Theater Dance Workshop and acting at the Dance Center for the Creative and Performing Arts. But what truly changed her life was a chance encounter at a pizzeria when she was 10 years old. A Revlon talent scout discovered her while she was eating pizza with her family. Although the company initially wanted to hire her for modeling, Natalie had already decided she wanted to be an actress. This fortuitous moment led her to get her first agent and eventually her film debut in Luc Besson's The Professional in 1994, when she was just 12 years old. But here's something few people know. Natalie always maintained that her education was more important than her acting career. She attended Syosset High School in Long Island, where she was an exemplary student. She participated in the debate team, was a student representative, and maintained an impeccable academic record. Her intelligence wasn't just for the cameras. She conducted a scientific research project on enzymatic efficiency that was a semi-finalist in the prestigious Intel Science Talent Search. This academic dedication led her to Harvard, where she studied psychology while continuing to act. She graduated in 2003 and later returned as a guest lecturer. Her undergraduate thesis explored the activation of the frontal lobe during the processing of objects versus faces, demonstrating that her interest in science was genuine. During her college years, Natalie maintained a selective but impactful film career. Star Wars catapulted her to worldwide stardom, but she was always strategic about the project she chose. She turned down numerous million-dollar offers to maintain her artistic integrity and continue her studies. Natalie's most notable transformation came with Black Swan in 2010. For this role, she underwent extreme physical and mental training for over a year. She lost 20 pounds, trained in ballet 8 hours a day, and even dislocated a rib during filming. The result not only earned her the Oscar for Best Actress, but also changed her personal life forever. During the production of Black Swan, she met Benjamin Millepied, the French choreographer who trained her for the role. Their romance was like something out of a movie, the Hollywood star and the Parisian dancer. They got engaged in December 2010 and married in August 2012 in an intimate ceremony in Big Sur, California. The couple seemed perfect on paper. They had 2 children, Aleph, born in 2011, and Amalia, born in 2017. For over a decade, they projected the image of a stable and sophisticated family, dividing their time between Los Angeles and Paris. Benjamin founded the LA Dance Project in 2012, while Natalie continued to build her film career. But the reality behind the glamour was more complicated. In 2023, rumors began to circulate about marital problems and a supposed extramarital affair by Benjamin. Although the details were never officially confirmed, Natalie filed for divorce in July 2023, and the process was finalized discreetly in February 2024. The divorce marked the beginning of a new era for Natalie. For the first time in over a decade, she was a single woman, a mother of 2 young children, and facing the challenge of rebuilding her personal life while keeping her professional career at its peak. If you're enjoying these intimate details about Natalie Portman's life, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more exclusive content about your favorite celebrities. Natalie Portman's fortune in 2025 is estimated at $90 million, an impressive figure that reflects decades of smart financial decisions. Her salary per movie ranges between $5 and $7 million, but her income goes far beyond acting. One of her smartest moves was her investment in Angel City FC, the Los Angeles women's soccer team. As one of the founders and main investors, she not only bet on women's sports, but also diversified her investment portfolio. The team has grown exponentially in value since its creation, becoming one of the most profitable investments in sports entertainment. Her advertising contracts are also significant. She has been the face of Dior for years, a deal that brings her millions annually and positions her as one of the most elegant ambassadors of the French brand. Her association with luxury brands is no coincidence. Natalie understands that her image is worth as much as her acting talent. In terms of real estate, Natalie has built an impressive property portfolio. Her most notable property is an eco-friendly mansion in Los Feliz, Los Angeles, which she bought for $3.25 million. This modern-style house features solar panels, recycled water systems, and organic gardens, reflecting her commitment to environmental sustainability. She also owns a spectacular property in Montecito, California, valued at over $8 million. This Mediterranean-style estate features private vineyards, horse stables, and panoramic views of the Pacific Ocean. It is in this house where Natalie has found refuge during her divorce process, and where she is raising her children away from the hustle and bustle of Hollywood. Her current lifestyle reflects a woman who has learned to balance luxury with functionality. She drives a Tesla Model S, consistent with her environmental values, but also maintains a collection of cars that includes a hybrid Audi A8 and a BMW i8. Her wardrobe is a careful mix of haute couture and sustainable pieces, frequently working with designers who share her ethical values. But perhaps the most interesting thing about Natalie in 2025 is how she is reinventing her career. After the divorce, she has made bolder and more personal decisions in her projects. She is starring in Lady in the Lake, a limited series for Apple TV Plus based on the novel by Laura Lippman, where she plays a Jewish housewife in 1960s Baltimore who becomes an investigative journalist. This project is significant because it marks her first serious foray into premium television and reflects her interest in telling stories of complex and multidimensional women. The series addresses themes of racial identity, feminism, and personal reinvention, topics that resonate deeply with her own life experiences. She is also involved in the production of several projects through her production company. One of the most controversial films she will participate in is Good Sex, directed by Lena Dunham. According to sources close to the production, Natalie is taking creative risks she wouldn't have considered during her marriage, exploring rawer and more sexually explicit characters. Her activism has also intensified. As a single mother, she has become more vocal about gender equality, reproductive rights, and support for working mothers. Her speech at the 2025 Golden Globes about the need for more women directors in Hollywood went viral and showed that she is not afraid to use her platform to generate real change in the industry. A fascinating curiosity about Natalie is her ability to compartmentalize her lives. While going through her divorce, she continued to be a present mother and an impeccable professional. Her children, Aleph, 13, and Amalia, 7, have been her absolute priority. She has been very careful to keep them away from the media, but occasionally shares glimpses of her family life on social media. Her approach to motherhood post-divorce has been exemplary. She temporarily moved to New York so the children could maintain stability while she filmed Lady in the Lake. She hired private tutors and carefully coordinated her shooting schedules to maximize family time. This level of organization and dedication demonstrates why she continues to be respected both personally and professionally. Natalie has also developed a wellness routine that includes daily meditation, yoga, and a primarily vegan diet. She works with a personal trainer 5 times a week and has incorporated regular therapy to process the changes in her life. This transparency about mental health care has been refreshing in an industry that has historically stigmatized these issues. Her friendships in Hollywood also reveal interesting aspects of her personality. She maintains close circles with actresses like Scarlett Johansson, Keira Knightley, and Rashida Jones. This group regularly meets for dinner and supports each other through personal and professional challenges. During her divorce, this circle was fundamental to her emotional stability. A revealing anecdote occurred during the filming of Thor: Love and Thunder. Natalie insisted on doing many of her own action scenes, training intensively for the fights. Chris Hemsworth commented in interviews that her dedication was inspiring and that he never saw her complain, even during the most physically demanding scenes. This work ethic is consistent with everything she has done in her career. In terms of future projects, Natalie has several exciting developments. She is in talks to direct her second feature film, possibly an adaptation of Toni Morrison's Sula. She is also developing a documentary about women in science through her production company, combining her passions for education and entertainment. Her influence on social media has also evolved. With over 9 million followers on Instagram, she generates estimated annual income between $779,000 and $1.1 million from digital content alone. However, she uses these platforms strategically, sharing professional projects, charitable causes, and occasional carefully curated personal moments. What makes Natalie unique in Hollywood is her ability to maintain relevance without sacrificing substance. In an era where many celebrities rely on personal drama to stay in the headlines, she has built a brand based on talent, intelligence, and authenticity. Her divorce may have been tabloid fodder for weeks, but she handled the situation with such dignity that even her critics had to respect her. Her romantic future also generates curiosity. Although she has been romantically linked to a few people since her divorce, Natalie has been very private about her love life. In recent interviews, she has mentioned that she is focused on her children and her career, but does not rule out finding love again. Her mature approach to relationships reflects a woman who has learned from her experiences and is in no hurry to repeat past patterns. One of Natalie's smartest investments has been in educational technology. She has invested in several startups that develop applications for language and science learning, areas she has been passionate about since her youth. These investments not only diversify her portfolio, but also reflect her values about education and accessibility to knowledge. Her cultural influence also transcends entertainment. She is frequently cited in academic speeches, feminist analyses, and studies on Jewish representation in the media. Her ability to navigate multiple cultural identities has made her a symbol for many women who feel trapped between different worlds. Natalie Portman, in 2025, represents something powerful, a woman who has faced significant changes in her personal life without allowing them to define her professional or personal worth. She has transformed what could have been a crisis into an opportunity for growth and reinvention. Her story teaches us that true success is not measured solely in financial terms, but in the ability to maintain integrity, raise loving children, and continue growing as a person and artist. With $90 million, 2 extraordinary children, and a career that continues to evolve, Natalie has shown that the best Hollywood stories are those where the protagonist writes her own ending. If you've enjoyed this journey through the fascinating life of Natalie Portman, like this video, subscribe for more exclusive content about your favorite celebrities, and don't forget to watch the next video that appears on your screen, where we explore the secrets of another Hollywood star that will surprise you.